Welcome back. We're starting a new unit called Fair Division. And the questions we're going to look at in this unit are things, for example, like, say you and your siblings inherit a bunch of things from your relative. Say you inherit some cash, a car, a house, and some land. The question is, how do we divide these things up in a way that everybody's happy? Another situation that this may come up is a divorce. How do you divide up the assets in a way that both parties are happy? And the methods we're going to talk about in this class, there's three assumptions that I'm going to be working with. One, the methods that we're going to talk about don't require the people to cooperate. So they don't have to talk to each other. So there's going to be no negotiations, back and forth negotiations going on. Second, the people involved don't know what the other people like. So I'm going to know what I want, but I don't necessarily know what my siblings want. And then finally, I'm going to assume that the people involved are going to act in their own best interests. What this means is that people are going to want what they deserve. So we're not going to have situations where someone's going to be nice and say, you take the car. Right? We're going to have situations where, okay, you take the car, but I'm going to want something back in return. I'm going to want some cash in return for me giving you the car. So the things that we're going to be sharing in this unit fall into two main categories: continuously divisible and discretely divisible, depending on whether these things can be cut up. So if something is continuous, it can be cut up. If something is discrete, it cannot be cut up. So for example, something that you might inherit would be a car. Would you want to cut up a car? Probably not, right? If you cut up a car, it's probably worthless now. So you don't want to cut up a car. So if you don't want to cut up a car, it's going to be a discrete item. What about a cake? Could you cut up a cake? Yes, right? We cut up cakes all the time. So cake you can cut up, which means it's continuous. What if you inherit a painting? Would you want to cut up a painting? Probably not. So a painting would be discrete. What about land? Could you cut up land? Yeah, right. You can say, here's the dividing line. You take that side, I'll take this side. So land is something you can cut up. So land would be continuous. In order to figure out what's going to make people happy, I need to introduce this idea of a fair share. So I'm going to introduce the idea of fair share using a silly example of sharing food. But if you replace the food with, say, land, now it becomes serious. Situation here is Bart and Lisa are given a pizza that costs $27, and this pizza is cut into 10 slices. Now, what is a fair share? A fair share is how much pizza does each person deserve. Okay, so think of this as, instead of pizza, say they got $27 in cash. How much money would each person deserve? So we're going to take $27 in cash and divide it by how many people are there. So there's Bart and Lisa. So there's two people. We'll divide this in two. So 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. Since this is money, you can add on a 0 if you want. So this is $13.50. And that's a fair share. So each person deserves $13.50 worth of pizza. Okay, that's a fair share. Now, how much pizza should each person get? So there's 10 slices, but it's not as simple as giving Bart 5 slices and Lisa 5 slices, because the pizza is 3 slices are veggie, 3 slices are cheese, and 4 slices are pepperoni. Let me label this pizza. 3 of them are veggie. So veggie, veggie, veggie. 3 of them are cheese, 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 cheese. And 4 are pepperoni. So pepperoni, 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 pepperoni. Now, each person is going to view this pizza differently, depending on their preferences. Bart does not eat pepperoni, right? He doesn't even want to pick it off. He doesn't want the pepperoni slices at all. he likes cheese 4 times as much as veggie. What I want to do here is I want to label the value of each slice to Bart. So I want to put numbers on each slice so that 1, it adds up to the total, which is 27, and 2, it reflects what he likes. Okay? So let's start with the easy part. Bart does not eat pepperoni. He doesn't want the pepperoni pieces at all. So in his eyes, the pepperonis are worthless to him. So he's going to value the pepperoni slices as 0. He likes cheese 4 times as much as veggie. What this means is whatever number I put on cheese, it should be 4 times whatever number I put on veggie. Okay, and I still want the total to add up to 27. Now, you can sit here and guess and check your way to the answer, but I think a better way is to use some algebra. So don't worry, it's really easy, and this is probably the only time in this class that we'll be using algebra. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. He likes cheese 4 times as much as veggie. So the cheese, I'm going to label as 4x, so 4 times. 4 times x, 4x, 4x. And the veggie, I'll label as regular x. So whatever number ends up being x, the cheese is going to be 4 times that. Okay? And now I'm going to add up the x's around the pizza. Okay? So that's 1x, 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 4x, 4x, 4x. So that's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So add up the x's and I'll get, so let me add up the 4's first. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So that's 12 plus 1 is 13 plus 1 is 14 plus 1 is 15. So 15 x's all around. That should equal the total value of the pizza. So the entire pizza is worth $27. And now I want to solve for x. Get the x by itself. So from algebra, to get the x by itself, you're going to divide both sides by this 15. Okay, on the left side, those 15s will cancel out, and you'll just be left with x. On the right side, do the division, so 27 divided by 15, and you get 1.8. And now you can write down what each slice is worth to Bart. So there are veggie slices, there are cheese slices, and there are pepperoni slices. Now, we know that the pepperoni slices are worth 0, so let me put 0 for pepperoni. The 1.8 is x. So x in our picture, x was the veggies. So x, the veggies, are worth 1.8. So 1.8. The cheese, which we labeled as 4x, so that's just telling me to do 4 times x. So 4 times the 1.8. And what is that? $7.2. So for Bart, he values the veggie as 1.8, the cheese 7.2, and the pepperoni as 0. Now we're going to do the same thing for Lisa. Okay, same pizza. So we have 3 veggie slices. We have 3 cheese slices. And we have 4 pepperoni slices. Okay, I want numbers around this pizza so that 1, they add up to the total, which is 27, and 2, they reflect what Lisa likes. So Lisa likes pepperoni twice as much as cheese. Okay, so twice means 2 times. I'm going to label the pepperonis 2 times, so 2x. So 2x, 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 2x. She likes veggie 3 times as much as cheese. So the veggies will be 3 times. So the veggies will be 3x. And then the cheese are regular x. They're not zeros because it doesn't say that she doesn't like the cheese at all. These will be regular x's. Add up the x's around this pizza. So this will be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Right, so if there's no number in front of the x, it's 1x. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. What is that? Okay, the 2's, that's 8. The 3's are 9. So 8 plus 9 is 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 x's all around the pizza. I want the entire pizza to equal the total. Okay, the total, be careful here, is 27. Common mistake is for people to choose the 13.5. So it's not 13.5, it's the entire pizza, right? We added up the x around the entire pizza. So I want it to equal the entire pizza, which is 27. And now get the x by itself. To get the x by itself, I need to get rid of this 20. To get rid of the 20, you're going to divide both sides by 20. On the left side, the 20s will cancel out, and you'll just have regular x. On the right side, 27 divided by 20. 1.35. Right, so now we can write the value of each slice for Lisa. We have veggie slices, we have cheese, and we have pepperoni. The 1.35 is the value of which slice? Okay, 1.35 is x. What did we label as regular x? Cheese, right? So cheese, we labeled regular x. So cheese is worth 1.35, $1.35. What about veggie? Veggie, we labeled as 3x. That means 3 times x. So 3 times the 1.35. So 3 times 1.35 is 4.05. And then pepperoni, we labeled as 2x. That means 2 times x. So 2 times the 1.35. 2 times 1.35. 2.7. And this is Lisa's values of each slice. She values the veggie, $4.05, the cheese, $1.35, and the pepperoni, 2.7, or $2.70. All right, so now that we know how each person looks at the pizza, we can answer a question like part C. What value would Bart place on 2 veggies, 2 cheese, and 1 pepperoni? So if we gave him 2 veggie, 2 cheese, and 1 pepperoni, how would he look at that? What value would he place on that? So all we need to do is 2 veggies, right? So this first pizza was Bart's pizza. This was Bart. And the second pizza was Lisa's. Okay, so we'll use Bart's values. 2 veggies, so 2 times. He values the veggie 1.8, so 2 times 1.8, plus 2 cheese. How much did he value cheese? He values the cheese 7.2, plus 1 pepperoni, so 1 times. How much did he value the pepperoni? Pepperoni was 0, so 1 times 0. Okay, so 2 times the value of the veggie plus 2 times the value of the cheese plus 1 times the value of the pepperoni. So that's for Bart, his value of 2 veggie, 2 cheese, and 2 pepperoni. Okay, let me do a calculator on this. So 2 times 1.8 plus 2 times 7.2 plus 1 times 0. And we get 18. If we gave Bart 2 veggie, 2 cheese, and 1 pepperoni, in his eyes, he got $18 worth of pizza. Now, question is, would he be happy? So would he accept this as a fair share? So his fair share, right, is 13.5. So this, remember, meant that's how much pizza he deserves. So in his eyes, he deserves $13.5 dollars worth of pizza. So $13.50 worth of pizza. If we gave him 2 veggie, 2 cheese, 1 pepperoni, would he be happy? Yes, he would. He would be very happy because in his eyes, he got $18 worth of pizza. So he got more than what he deserves. So as long as what we give him is more than the fair share, they should be happy. So yes, he would accept this as a fair share. Let's try another example. Arya, John, and Sansa are given a pizza that costs $30 and is cut into 12 slices. What is a fair share for each person? Okay, think of the $30 as cash. So if they're given $30 in cash, how much money does each person deserve? So we're going to take the total cash, $30, and divide it by how many people we're talking about here. We're talking about Arya, John, and Sansa. So three people. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 10 is the fair share. So that's each person deserves $10 worth of pizza. Now, let's talk about the pizzas. The pizza is 3 slices is veggie, 4 slices is cheese, and 5 slices are pepperoni. So 3 veggie, 4 cheese, and 5 pepperoni. Okay, everybody has the same pizza, so let me actually label everything. So this is veggie, 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 4 cheese, and 5 pepperoni. Veggie, 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 cheese, 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 pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni. Okay, now each person views this pizza differently because they have different preferences. Okay, first person is Arya. Arya likes all of the slices equally. Okay, so all the slices we're going to label with X's. Okay, add up. So equally means that all the slices are the same, so we label them all the same. Add up all the X's around. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 X's. Set it equal to the total value of the pizza. Be careful, it's not 10, right? 10 is each person's fair share. The entire pizza is worth $30. Get the X by itself, which means I need to get rid of the 12. To get rid of the 12, divide both sides by 12. And we get X equals 30 divided by 12. 2.5. We had veggie, cheese, and pepperoni. They're all worth the same. They're all worth X, which is 2.5. Okay, that's Arya's. Next up is John. John likes veggie twice as much as cheese. So veggie twice. Twice means 2 times. So I'm going to label the veggie twice, which is 2x. So 2x, 2x, 2x. He likes pepperoni 3 times as much as cheese. So the pepperonis will be 3 times. So 3 X's on the pepperonis. And then cheese, right? It doesn't say that he doesn't like cheese at all. So cheese will be regular X. Okay. Add up the X's around the pizza. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. The 3's, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 x's all around. Set it equal to the total value of the pizza, not 10, which would be 30. That's the total value of the entire pizza. Get the x by itself. So I need to get rid of the 25. To get rid of the 25, divide both sides by 25. And we get x equals 30 divided by 25. 1.2. Okay, we have veggie, we have cheese, we have pepperoni. Now, 1.2 is the value of which slice. So 1.2 is x. Okay, which slices did we label with regular x? Cheese, right? So cheese is regular x, so the cheeses are worth 1.2. Veggie was 2x, so the veggies are 2 times x, so 2 times 1.2. 2 times 1.2 is 2.4. Pepperoni we labeled as 3x, so that means 3 times the 1.2. 3 times 1.2. 3.6. And that's John's. Let me label John. First one was Arya. And then finally we have Sansa. Sansa does not eat pepperoni at all. Okay, she doesn't want pepperoni at all. So pepperonis are worthless to her. Pepperonis are going to be 0 for her. She likes cheese 4 times as much as veggie. So the cheese will be 4 times, so 4x on the cheese. Which means the veggies are going to be regular x's. Add up the x's around the pizza. Zeros means nothing, so this is 1 plus 1 plus 1, plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. The 4s, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16, 17, 18, 19. Is that right? 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. So 19x equals the entire value of the pizza, which is the 30. And then to get the x by itself, you're going to divide. Divide both sides by the 19. So 30 divided by 19. Okay, and we get x equals 1 point. So we're talking about money here. So let's round to 2 decimal places. So 1.58. All right, we're talking about veggie, cheese, and pepperoni. 1.58 would be the value of which slice? So which ones did we label regular x? It was the veggie. So veggie is regular x, which is 1.58. Cheese we labeled 4x. That's 4 times 1.8. I mean 1.58. 4 times 1.58. $6.32. And then the pepperoni was 0. It was worthless for Sansa. And these are Sansa's numbers. All right. Part C. What value would John place on 1 pepperoni, 2 veggie, and 1 cheese? So we're going to use John's values. 1 pepperoni, so 1 times his value for pepperoni, which is 3.6. Plus 2 veggie, so 2 times his value of a veggie slice, which is 2.4. Plus 1 cheese, 1 times what he values cheese, so 1 times 1.2. Do this on a calculator. So 1 times 1 times 3.6 plus 2 times 2.4 plus 1 times 1.2. 9.6. So if we gave John 1 pepperoni, 2 veggie, and 1 cheese, in his eyes, he got $9.6 worth of pizza. So So $9.60 worth of pizza. Would he accept this? Go back to the fair share. So fair share, each person deserves $10 worth of pizza. If we gave him 1 pepperoni, 2 veggie, 1 cheese, he only got $9.6 worth of pizza. He's not going to be happy, right? So he deserves 10, but he only got 9.6. So he's not going to accept this as a fair share. Right? Because he deserves $10 worth of pizza. But he only got 9.6. All right, that's it for today. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.